Welcome back to my channel. Today's update is massive, surprising, and honestly, it's something that will shake the entire express entry system for years to come. If you're planning to immigrate to Canada, waiting for an express entry draw, or trying to boost your CRS score with a job offer, this update completely changes the game. So stay with me till the end, because what I'm about to share will help you understand not only what happened, but how you can benefit from this new December policy before the competition gets even tougher. Imagine checking your CRS score today and realizing your points suddenly dropped or even increased without you doing anything. Imagine seeing people who had job offers suddenly losing the points they counted on. And imagine those who never had a job offer finding themselves back in the race, stronger than before. This is exactly what is happening right now because Canada has officially removed job offer points under the new December express entry policy update. The decision is shocking, unexpected, and it impacts hundreds of thousands of applicants worldwide. So let's break it down clearly, simply, and in a way that helps you take smart action. The biggest question everyone is asking is, why would IRCC remove job offer points from express entry? For years, Canadian job offers played a major role in boosting CRS scores, especially for foreign workers in NOC tier categories 0, 1, 2, and 3. Some candidates used to get 50 points for a standard job offer and 200 points for senior or managerial positions. For many, this was the only way to cross the cutoff scores that kept rising month after month. But IRCC now says that the system no longer needs to reward job offers because it wants to prioritize skills, human capital, and labor market needs differently. Behind the scenes, Canadian employers have also been struggling with excessive hiring paperwork, LMIA delays, and international recruitment challenges. RCC believes removing job offer points will simplify the system and make it more fair for skilled workers around the world. The new message is clear. Your education, work, experience, language score, adaptability, and skill match now matter more than whether you have a Canadian employer backing you. And yes, this is a huge cultural shift in Canada's overall immigration strategy. But let's talk about what this means for real applicants. First, if you already had a job offer and were relying on those points, you may now see a significant drop in your CRS score. Many people who are comfortably sitting above the cutoff may suddenly fall below the targeted draw range. This is stressful and frustrating, especially for those who spent time, effort, and money securing an LMIA. But here is the real twist. The removal of job offers is unmeant to disadvantage you. It's meant to level the playing field. Candidates who didn't have job offers before now stand a much stronger chance. It balances the distribution of scores and reduces the overwhelming advantage that a small percentage of candidates enjoyed. So while some candidates may be upset, others will finally feel hopeful after a long time. Another important detail is that express entry draws will become more competitive in different ways. Since job offer points are gone, IRCC will rely more heavily on category-based draws. This means people with specific skills, early childhood educators, healthcare professionals, STEM workers, tradespeople, and French-speaking candidates will get priority. Canada is dealing with major shortages in healthcare, construction, and transportation. So, removing job offer points frees up space to bring in more skilled individuals. Let's talk about CRS scores. The immediate impact is that overall CRS cutoffs will likely drop. Because thousands of candidates will lose points, the average CRS distribution will change across the pool. This may encourage IRCC to hold larger, more frequent draws. But remember, lowering points doesn't always mean easier selection. It really means the competition shifts from job-offered candidates to skill-based candidates. If you depend purely on your skills, education, or experience, this update is a golden opportunity. This is the moment to maximize your points. Through language tests, gain experience, or explore provincial nomination options. Provinces will become even more important now because many PNPs still reward job offers. Now, does this mean Canadian employers no longer matter? Absolutely not. They remain extremely important. What changed is the CRS scoring, not Canada's labor market demand. You can still come through work permits, LMIA-supported pathways, and employer-specific programs. You can still get PR through provincial nomination programs like OINP, SINP, AINP, and BC. NP, but on the Federal Express entry level, the job offer no longer gives you a scoring advantage. This means you must rethink your strategy. Instead of chasing job offers just to boost CRS points, you must now focus on building a strong profile based on factors you can control. For many, this is actually a relief, because getting a legitimate job offer from outside Canada is extremely difficult. Let's dive into the real impact on different groups. If you're a student in Canada, this policy helps you because your Canadian education and work experience matter more. For skilled workers abroad, this opens up new opportunities, since you're no longer competing with people who had a massive point advantage. For those who were relying on job offers, the new strategy is to aim for a provincial nomination. This change is also part of Canada's broader immigration reform. The government is trying to reduce backlogs and match newcomers to actual Canadian labor needs. It also improves fairness. Thousands of highly skilled workers were left behind simply because they didn't have a Canadian job offer. This new system gives equality back to the candidates. So what practical steps should you take right now? First, check your CRS score again under the new policy. If your points dropped, don't panic. Explore PMP pathways or improve your language score, as these are still the most impactful factors. If your score is now competitive, keep your profile active and updated. Second, start preparing for category-specific draws. If you belong to STEM, healthcare, trades, transportation, or French-speaking categories, your chances may significantly improve. Third, look into provincial nomination streams. Many provinces still offer 600 points through PM, and that remains a very reliable pathway to PR. Fourth, if you are working in Canada on a work permit, continue gaining experience. Canadian work experience remains a powerful factor in CRS scoring. You might be wondering if Canada will reintroduce job offer points in the future. While anything is possible, IRCC's direction is clear. Canada is moving towards a skills-first model, where specific labor needs guide the selection process. Job offers may return someday in a revised form, but not in the same way. What about people already working in Canada? Will this reduce their chances? The answer is no. You still have a huge advantage through local work experience, education, and settlement. The only difference is that the system won't artificially boost scores through employer letters. If you are outside Canada and planning to apply, this policy might be your biggest advantage in years. The program is no longer dominated by candidates with job offers. Now it's a pure competition of skill and talent. If you're preparing for IELTS or something, this is the best time to push for a high score because language points remain extremely powerful. This December update is one of the boldest moves IRCC has made. It resets the scoring system and creates new winners and losers. But the people who stay informed and adapt quickly will always be ahead. As with a wrap-up, I know immigration is stressful. I know express entry can feel like a roller coaster. But every big change brings big opportunities. When the rules shift, you don't lose the game. You learn a new way to play it. That is exactly what this new policy requires. A shift in mindset, a new strategy, and a clear focus on what matters most. Your skills, your abilities, and your long-term potential in Canada. So keep your documents ready, keep improving your profile, and stay tuned for more updates. I'll continue to break them down for you in the simplest way possible. Thank you for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means everything. Stay positive, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video.